going on YouTube? It's TMax95 here. Today I'm going to bring you a update on the 10-gallon Nano. Recently I went and picked up a bundle deal on corals. So basically I put some of the corals in here and then some in the 72-gallon bow front. So it also looks different as well, the 72 and this. Also, in other news, I am getting really far with the 45-gallon cube. I purchased most of the equipment I need for it, and basically, the stand is completely built. I built the tank, built the overflow, got all that silicone and everything, and basically the only thing I'm waiting on now is for my friend and I to stain the rest of it, and then polyurethane it, and then it should be good to go. But anyway, so I'll go ahead and take you through the corals that I got that are new in the Nano. This is one of the corals here. Now, the camera on my iPhone is not picking it up very well, but actually, this is an Indonesian gold. There you can kind of tell a little bit, but this is an Indonesian gold torch. So kind of a higher end coral, and the coloration on it is very, very beautiful. This doesn't pick it up or do it very good justice at all. In person it looks a lot better, and once I get it in the cube it will look even better with the lighting that I'm going to use in the cube. Some of these corals are going to go into the cube, so they won't be in here forever. But on to the next thing I picked up. This is an orange plate coral. I've never seen orange before. I have the green in the 72, as you guys have seen, but the orange is kind of cool. Now, I can't really get too good of a view, but you can see there that the polyps are extended, and it seems to be doing rather well. There's algae on my glass, so I can't get a front view of it. But anyway, so that's another coral I got. Moving on to the next thing, what I have here is, once again, the camera's not doing this very good for the colors, but this is a peach/gold octafrog spawn. So this is a neat piece, and basically it looks like this frog spawn up here, only it is just gold. On the ends it's gold, and then the actual tentacles themselves are like a peach color. But that's a cool little piece that I got in the bundle deal, and it's pretty neat. I also have a piece of that in the 72-gallon. I have a head of it that is in there. And then moving on, this is hammers. Now, they're not fully extended because the clowns are bugging the crap out of these, but these are some hammers that I picked up in the package deal as well, and they're pretty nice. And basically, there's probably like 8 or 9 heads on there, and I threw it in here until I get the cube up and going. So that's another piece that will go in the cube, as well as these zoanthids. These are part of the deal that I got. They are just now starting to open again because they fell over and I picked them up. But they're a lighter color than the Rastas, and they're not near as dark as these green right here, as you can see. They're kind of like an in-between. They're bright, but they're also kind of dark on the edges. So basically, the way I put it, it's like a kind of a neon green with like an orange in the center. So those are kind of cool also. And then moving on, I also got a toadstool, a green toadstool, which is kind of cool. I don't have one in this tank except for this one, so that is kind of neat. And luckily, it is the green tip, so that's kind of cool. I have one in the 72-gallon, but I think it looks good in here. And then the next thing I got are these yellow button polyps. I'm a big fan of these. I know some people don't like them. They say they look like Aptasia. I personally love these, and I've always had them in a lot of my tanks, and I find that they're actually kind of hard to get, and if they aren't hard to get, they're usually kind of pricey. So for whatever reason, just your basic yellow button polyps, I seem to like them really, really well. Now moving on to the next thing, I also got another strand of pulsating xenia. Now these are not like the strand that I already have in here that are the stalks. They have like a big stalk and then a big ball in the end. They're nothing like that. These are more of the kind that cover over your rock, and then they're real short. They don't get very long, and so they're kind of neat. They look different. They're a lighter color than the other ones that I have in here, and they seem to be doing well also. And then for the last piece that I got, this is something I'm pretty excited about. My favorite is definitely this Indonesian gold torch, but my second favorite is the gold hammer here. This is 4 heads of gold hammer. Like I said, the clowns are bugging the crap out of both of these hammers. But this is a rather pricey piece, and it really sets this tank off, I believe. I was gonna cut it in half and sell it, but the guy who was gonna buy the other 2 heads flaked off for now. So potentially I might still sell 2 of the heads just to get some money back. But I'm not sure, because I really do like them, and they seem to be very pricey and hard to get also. So I think overall, all these new additions to this tank look really, really well. And I plan to do an update video on the 72-gallon sometime in the next few days. And then also I'll have a video out once I finally get the 45-gallon cube up and running, which that should be rather soon, probably in the next week or 2. I'm assuming I'll have it done. So we'll see how that goes, and if you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe.